Hey everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm here. I'm alive, and we'll see if my voice holds out for the whole hour. If I get too bad of a coughing fit, I might just say toodaloo a little bit early. But yeah, it's been a rough week. It's um it's been yeah, it's been quite a week, but I'm feeling I am feeling quite a bit better. I've had a headache the past couple days, which is unfortunate. But as far as breathing goes, everything's going well. Neil, hello. Yeah, missed you too. I haven't seen hardly anyone because I've been sick, and it's nice. I am allowed to hang out with my wife because she had COVID before I did, and she's better now, but she's not going to catch it, so we can at least hang out, which is nice. My youngest, who still lives with us, has been staying elsewhere. She is back at the house now, but when I go and walk around the house, I'm wearing a mask just because I'm still contagious. I'm definitely on the mend, but yeah, I'm contagious. So, anyway, thank you, Bite Moose. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. As far as what is next, it's. I'm just trying hard not to think about it because, if I don't produce that work, I don't get paid for producing at work, and so it's been a week of nothing, a week plus of nothing, but I'll survive, and I'm just thankful that I've gotten better, and what a perfect week to have healed from a real serious illness, right? It's Thanksgiving week here in the U.S., and so yeah, I have something really to truly to be thankful for. It'll be interesting. We'll see because our exchange daughter is ready on Wednesday to be picked up for the holiday, but I don't know if I'll still be contagious on Wednesday. So I don't know how she's gonna get up here. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still taking, or I'm not still taking it. The course is over now, but I took Paxlovid, and last time I had COVID, that made my symptoms and my contagiousness stick around for 22 days. I really hope that's not the case this time. IT Mall, thank you very much. I hope the Linux Essential videos were helpful, and I appreciate the wishes for a speedy recovery. Like I said, I'm past the point where I'm concerned about the sickness. I mean, I'm definitely doing better, but it's just this long, dragged out. How long before I can, stop coughing and I can regain my place in society or I can go out amongst the people. Officially, I can be around people now if I wear a mask, but I generally don't need to be out in public a whole lot. I work from home. So, tomorrow starts the work week. I'll be working like normal. But since I work from home, that's, it doesn't mean much. The only thing I'm concerned about is when I talk for a long time, I start to have serious coughing fits. That should continue to get better, but I do know that the cough can last for quite some time. I was about to say that you're better-ish before the holidays. Yes. I definitely feel better before the holidays. It'll be a real bummer if I am still contagious over the holiday and I have to isolate and be alone on Thanksgiving. The rest of my family would be able to get together and and do their thing, and I'd be fine, and it would be fine, but it would just be a little sad, right? Looking forward to Thanksgiving. I didn't lose my sense of taste either. My sense of taste or smell never went away, which means I'll be able to taste Thanksgiving dinner. So not only exciting. Speaking of getting better, I don't know who you might follow on YouTube, but if you remember Physics Girl, she's a woman who was an educational YouTuber, and TikToker. She got COVID during her honeymoon. She got married in Hawaii and then got COVID, and she's been bedridden ever since. I mean, she still can't get out of her bed. It's been like 2 years now or whatever, and her poor brand new husband has been her 24/7 caretaker. But she did very recently, last couple of days, I think, she managed to do an update video where she still can't get out of bed, but she is able to be awake and do some things while she's in bed. So like she's actually making some recovery. It was nice. It was nice to see. So every time I'm bummed that I have such a bad reaction to COVID, I'm reminded that Physics Girl was like a 20-something healthy YouTuber whose life just got turned upside down with long COVID, and all of a sudden I don't feel so bad about myself anymore. So, but yeah, she's starting to do better, which is just incredible. Yeah. Oh. Larry just bit me on the knee. Mason, yeah, I had COVID. If you want the nitty-gritty details, it's in my newsletter. Newsletter.nerdlings.net will take you to my newsletter. I just gave a kind of a blow-by-blow in the last issue about what it was, what this round was like, and yeah, I'm happy to say that that I'm definitely doing better. Like I said, I'm on the mend. It's a slow process getting back to normal, but I'm not worried that I'm not gonna get back to normal. So yeah. There we go. Jennifer, hi, Mr. Powers. I passed the Linux Essentials exam, 788. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that is great. Jennifer, congrats. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad my videos were able to help. So good job. Great job. So speaking of videos, I did post on social media. For some reason, if you've been a follower of mine for a while, 2 years ago, almost to the day, or to the time of year anyway, I posted a video about power adapters, you know, like wall wart transformers, like you plug in for devices. And, you know, it was fine. It got a few hundred views or whatever, or like my videos normally do. And then nothing. But for some reason, the last few weeks, it's like caught hold 2 years later. And I don't know why, but now it has like well over 100,000 views. And I only noticed because I get a lot of comments, like a strange amount of comments on this one video. And so I looked, and it's the weirdest thing that it's taken off. So YouTube continues to mystify me. I didn't do anything. I didn't post a link to the video. I didn't, there's really nothing that would make it suddenly popular, but all of a sudden I had one video from 2 years ago just take off. So yay. But also it's just a strange thing. The algorithm continues to be mysterious, but yeah. Haitian Geek, happy recovering. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, King. Hey, I can't stick around, but I wanted to stop by and say I'm happy you're alive and back online. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm happy to be alive as well, and thankful. And this week is a perfect time for that. Yeah, I appreciate that very much. So have a great day and have a great holiday. If you're in the U.S., have a great Thanksgiving. If you're not in the U.S., enjoy your week. Oh. Yeah, so it's funny. Thanksgiving is one of those holidays here in the U.S. that, I mean, it's always on a Thursday. It's always, the last Thursday. I'm sorry, the second to last Thursday of the month. And if you have a Thursday holiday, that Friday following is, that's just, who on earth is going to be working on that Friday? Now, of course, yes, it's Black Friday because America and shopping. I think it's become a global shopping thing now. But I always just thought it was funny to have a holiday on a Thursday, so you get Thursday off. Then technically, Friday is not a day off, but I can't imagine a day that's more taken off than the Friday after Thanksgiving. Many WGU students recommend your channel for the Linux course on Reddit. Oh, that was really awesome to hear, Jennifer. Thank you for letting me know that too. That's cool. That's cool. Neil, when I'm healthified, we should go fishing. Yes, I know so little about fall, winter fishing that I look forward to it. I still am not keen on ice fishing. That just does not sound fun to me at all. But we're not to the point where there's ice yet, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I would like that a lot. Northern Champ finished watching my LPI Linux Essential series last week. Oh, cool. Bite Moose, I hear Thanksgiving and think of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What a great movie that was. Oh, that was so great. I haven't seen that in a couple of years, but yeah, that is a great movie. It's funny because Thanksgiving also just feels like the beginning of quote unquote the holiday season, right? Because once Thanksgiving hits, then it's like, Christmas is full bore. I mean, there's no excuse not to have Christmas decorations and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, pardon me. And yeah, and then it's like all holiday all through the new year. And then it's done. It's just this strange gauntlet. It's less, I don't want to say less exciting when you don't have little kids, but it's different having adult children instead of little kids, because it used to be so geared around when school was out. Like, oh, what day does Christmas vacation start and all that stuff. So now it's just like the season is the season, and it's not a whole lot different depending, or, regardless of having school off, because there's nobody in my life currently that gets days off related to school, children or adults. So, because it used to be my kids, but then also I worked at a school district and my wife worked at a school district. So, yeah, it was interesting. Let's see. I don't remember everything. I'm back to user management today. Oh, Northern Chimp. Yeah. It's funny. Any Linux exam prep is kind of like that. There are so many things that if you don't do it often, you just don't remember. So, I mean, no matter how professional you are, how, skilled you are, when it comes down to it on a day-to-day, basis when you're doing stuff, almost everybody's going to have to just Google really quick, like, wait a minute, do I use user mod or mod user? And that one always gets me because both are no, maybe it's add user or user add. One is a script and one is a program. It's just crazy. So I always have to Google stuff like that too. Mason had a few months, maybe 6 off from learning, finally getting back to studying for Linux Plus. Oh, cool. Bite Moose, I do like the holiday season over in the U.S. Shame we don't have the same here. So Bite Moose, when would you say that the holiday season kind of kicks off? Is it like a soft launch then? I mean, obviously, you can have Christmas and New Year's. Like I said, for us, Thanksgiving kind of feels like the starting line for the holiday season. I just wondered, is it just like, yeah, it's December-ish. I guess it's kind of Christmassy now, or is there not? Is it just more of a soft launch, or no? I'm just curious. Because yeah, I mean, are there any big holidays? Like anytime, but like mid-November through getting close to Christmas. I mean, again, for us, it's Thanksgiving, so I never really think about it. We got Halloween, then it's just wait till Christmas. Wow. Yeah, I feel like Halloween is a little bit too early to launch full into Christmas mode. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it feels a little premature on November 1st to be like, it's Christmas time. Whereas any time after Thanksgiving kind of feels okay to think it's Christmas time. Although for me, Thanksgiving is always a funny time of year too, because our anniversary, Donna and I have our anniversary tomorrow. It's our 29th anniversary. And it's not always, I mean, it's always around Thanksgiving, but of course, Thanksgiving, the date changes every year. And so sometimes our anniversary is before Thanksgiving, sometimes it's after Thanksgiving, sometimes it's on Thanksgiving. Pardon me. This year it is tomorrow, so I don't think we're going to be going out, unfortunately, because of me. But nonetheless, it's always one more exciting holiday to add to the holiday. Northern Chimp, I'm not preparing for an exam. I just need the knowledge for daily driving. Oh, Northern Chimp, I get that. And it's funny when the last time I was at CBT Nuggets and I made Linux content for CBT Nuggets, I know that some people were watching the Linux stuff for certificate prep, but a lot of people, especially those who were having it assigned by their bosses or whatever, they were watching the cert courses just for general knowledge. Like they never necessarily intended to get the certification, but the content was really important for their professional development. And I always thought that was interesting because it makes sense, right? The cert objectives are designed to be really well-rounded. So what a great way to, just learn more about Linux, even if you're not going to try to get the cert. Haitian Geek, prepping for the Linux Plus beta exam. Huge boost. Oh, nice. What's your take on Linux Plus 06? Honestly, I have not looked at the Linux Plus 06 exam coming out next year. So I'll have to look at those objectives and figure out like what needs to be added to make sure that it's, of course, it'd be nice if I completed the dumb course anyway. But so it's funny with when I worked for CBT Nuggets and we would do that kind of thing. We would do a rev, right? We would do a revision, and it would be a whole new course that I would just start and do from the beginning. On YouTube, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that because, like I learned with my power adapter video, sometimes a video will really gain traction years after it's published. So I think I'm just going to have to go through the new objectives, and if there are things that are new and they weren't covered in the original, I'll probably just make a video to cover the like supplemental videos to cover it, to make sure that all the videos in the playlist are current. And I'll probably like rename the playlist, like this is for, the 006 version or whatever. And I've been thinking for a while, how would I handle it on YouTube so that I don't, not that I don't want to redo videos, but I don't want to take down videos because, again, they can gain traction and people can see them years later. So unless something is blatantly wrong, like maybe if there's a video that is just completely, even if it's not covered, I might leave it in. I just want to make sure that all the new objectives are covered. So anyway, but to answer your question, I have not looked at it. I haven't looked at the new objectives at all. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. But, yeah. But I didn't even complete them all for the current iteration of Linux Plus because, well, for a lot of reasons. I mean, if you've been following along, my day job changed, and man, I am still struggling to learn Google Cloud Platform. I don't know what the deal is, why it's so difficult for me. I think it's because I'm just not a developer, and everything in the cloud is designed for a developer. And with a developer mindset, it's like APIs and all that stuff. So I'm still struggling with that. So we'll see how it goes. Yep. I'm trying to think what else could we talk about. I feel like it's been haven't done any like morning live streams, and I don't think I live streamed last week because last week is when I got sick. So yeah, so there was no live stream last Sunday. That was day one of my COVID sickness, and then Monday was the worst day. Ooh, Monday was bad. Oh, not as much as I am with the rust. Oh man, I'm just struggling with Google Cloud Platform. But that's what my topic is going to be for the foreseeable future, because like right now I'm making the ACE course, the Associate Cloud Engineer course for CBT Nuggets, and after that, then there are professional level certifications, and there's like probably 15 of them, and then I'll just start on those and go through those. So it's Google Cloud Platform all the way down for me. So we'll see how it goes. The more you enjoy something, the easier it is to learn. Yeah, it is, and that's the thing. I think that I keep hoping that my day job is something that starts to be fun for me. I'm just not really enjoying making Google Cloud Platform training. And yeah, for my let's see, would have been easier Azure, AWS. I don't know. I mean, I don't know either one of those either. So I'm really truly learning everything from scratch to figure it out. My hope is that once I like complete the Associate Cloud Engineer course, and I'm kind of well rounded in all the stuff, that maybe the professional level courses I won't have to learn from scratch. I'll just have to learn some more nuanced stuff. Whereas now, every time I hit a topic, it's like every week I'm cramming for finals at college, and then immediately teaching how to do that, and then immediately going back and cramming on another topic, and it's it's just a lot. So I don't know. I just want to get a little more efficient at it, so that I could get some of the joy out of doing stuff like finishing my my YouTube Linux Plus course, right? If I could get enough videos done on my day job that I have a few days between the cycle of cramming like crazy and then immediately teaching, where I could do some things that are just truly fun and enjoyable, I think that'll make life a little bit better. So, but Moose, what language is it based on, or is it different aspects? Yeah, it's not based on one specific language, and Google Cloud Platform supports a wide variety of languages. Like for example, I was just teaching Google Cloud Run and Google Cloud Functions. And Google Cloud Functions, it's basically I have to be careful. I can't really teach anything on Google Cloud Platform because it will go against my contract or whatever, my non-compete clause. But Google Cloud Functions, which is actually not even a thing anymore. Now it's Google Cloud Run Functions. But anyway, instead of spinning up a container, you actually just deploy a chunk of code, and then Google abstracts away the background where they actually deploy a container running Linux and with a particular run. So you choose what programming language your chunk of code is going to be in, and as long as it's on the list of supported runtimes that they have, and it's like Python and Golang and PHP and .NET even, and Node.js, Java, as long as it's one of their supported languages, you just you just deploy a chunk of code, and they will, in the background, create a container with Linux running and the appropriate dependencies and runtimes, and they'll just execute your code. It actually happens the same as if you were deploying a Kubernetes container and your code was embedded, but they just do all that building on the fly in the background. And for me, that's just, it's not that, oh, well, I know this language and not that language. It's, I don't do write code and deploy it. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what language I'm using. I'm definitely more comfortable with some than, others, but just the whole idea of deploying code in the cloud. I'm not a person who deploys code. And so I kind of have to, I have to figure all that out. And a lot of times there will be like demo code that they offer. But the problem is the demo code is so complicated for somebody who's not a developer that I can't just fake my way through it. I'm not comfortable just saying, well, and you can see this code here, what it does clearly, and then just click deploy and have it do whatever. And a lot of times their example code will expect you to be able to put a lot of other subsequent stuff in it to make it work, and it's just beyond my ken. So, yeah. Yeah, there's no bash script version, sadly. Although there is PHP, and PHP is something that I've actually written some elaborate programs in. That doesn't mean that I'm a good developer, but at least for the most part, I can look at the chunk of sample code and say, oh, okay, this is kind of what it's doing, I think. It's, I don't know. And I don't even know, like the next topic I'm working on is storage. I'm hoping that it gets a little bit, like some aspects of it I hope are easy, because like Google File Store allows you to create an NFS service that points at, just like back-end files or folders or whatever. Well, at least some of that makes sense to me. So we'll see how that goes. But then there's things like storing structured data in a database. I don't know. I'm starting to get like PTSD from talking about work stuff. Because, I'm just going to have to cram my brain just full enough that I can talk about it like I know what I'm talking about, teach the topics that are listed in the objectives, make sure I hit all the line items, and then move on without really having a complete understanding of it. So, So, I mean, it's fine, right? I feel I don't mean to be complaining, because it's great to have a job. I definitely need a job. I enjoy having a way to pay bills and stuff. So I'm not complaining. It's just a lot. And our farm hasn't sold yet, which is a bummer. I was really looking forward to our farm selling because, I got like all our, I had like a little micro data center out there, and I got all that torn down and moved, and like all the fiber optic stuff is shut down. And so it would be really great if our farm could sell, because then we could use the proceeds to, pay off credit card debt and stuff, and have a little less stress going into every work week. But so far, no offers. So if you're looking for a house in northern Michigan with the availability of really high speed fiber optic internet, I know a guy. But Moose, it's so funny that you said that. How's the farm going? We haven't gotten an offer. So we'll see. We'll see. I think we're going to, maybe somebody who's watching is about to make an offer, which I'm sure is not the case, but I think we're going to lower the price yet again. I really would rather it sell before we get a lot of snow, because I feel like once the snow hits, it's even less likely to sell. Going out there in the snow and everything is just a lot. And, buying a new place when there's lots of snow on the ground is a lot. So, anyway, Bash isn't part of the supported languages on their Linux servers. Yes, Bash is there, but for the abstracted code deployment stuff of Cloud Functions, that's not one of the runtime languages that is supported for just deploying a chunk of code. You technically, with PHP, since you can run local bash stuff directly on the computer with PHP, if you really wanted to run a bash script, could include it, I guess, and deploy it inside of a PHP function. It would be a lot, though, and it's not designed for that. So, anyway. Northern Chimp, that house looks like a marvel. It's a really nice place. The house is old. It is. The house is, it's, the house is over 100 years old. It's showing its age. It's got good bones, but it needs work. It needs new siding. It's old. But the the property is just gorgeous. I love the property so much. It's just a long ways away for us. And yeah, I don't know. I hope somebody buys it. Scott, yeah, that's the thing, and I don't know. I mean, we signed a contract too that the realtor has it for probably a year, and I don't know if she then would have to decide or what. The realtor is a friend of ours too, so it's not like I'm worried that you're gonna do something bad for us. But yeah, I mean, it might just be a matter of taking it off the market, and if that's the case, I mean, if we're taking it off the market, then I'm definitely going to winterize the whole place and just seal it up. I'm not going to try to have the place plowed out. I mean, I sold the tractor already, so there's no snow removing abilities there. There's also no grass cutting abilities there. So if it doesn't sell in the spring, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to get a riding lawnmower, I guess, to get it mowed. So we'll see. It'll be a bummer, but I mean, whatever will be. So have I seen the needs restart security issue? No, I haven't. Bite Moose, what's the scoop? Especially if it's been recent. I've just been concentrating on staying alive. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pardon me. Needs restart security issue. Let's see. Oh boy. Been there. It looks like it's been there for a long time. So apparently, just the program that says that it needs to be rebooted. This exploit is achieved by manipulating an attacker-controlled environment variable that influences the Python or Ruby interpreter, passing unsanitized data to a library that expects safe input, thereby enabling the execution of arbitrary shell commands. Yikers. Oh, pardon me. Oh, well, that's disturbing. Scott, let's see. The realtor might have some inside track on lawn services. That's true. But the issue there is it's a 12-acre farm, and the part that is mowed is huge. So, yeah, probably what I will do, if I'm being completely honest, is one of my sons-in-law has a riding mower, and I might just get my my trailer and see if he'll let me borrow his riding lawnmower every couple weeks, and in the spring, and I'll just go out there and mow it and then return it to his house on my trailer. That's probably what I would do, because I do have a really nice big trailer for hauling stuff around, which is what I've been using to haul Volkswagens. So yeah. I feel like that's starting to happen more and more often. It's going to make the work week interesting. Because once I start talking a lot, my cough really comes out of the woodwork. So let's see how it goes. And also my head hurts, and every time I cough, it feels like my head might explode. That would be, while it would be great for content, it would really hurt. So I kind of hope my head does not explode. But nonetheless, if there's enough that needs mowing, could you get a farmer and cut the grass and they can take the bales away? So funny enough, Bite Moose, that was so the lady that we bought the house from, she did have probably 10 of the 12 acres were just hay fields, and she actually did have local farmers that would come and bale it up and take it away, and they would even pay her some to use her, to take the hay off of her property. But we mow a significant part of it that she never mowed just for a lawn right now, and I don't know how that would work, and I don't know any farmers in the local area either. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of the fields though, probably about maybe 9 acres of the 12 are just grown wild, so it's probably hay fields or straw, because I mean it's not like we planted it. So, but there's probably 3 acres worth that just needs to be mowed with a riding lawnmower. But I think my son-in-law would let me borrow his mower, especially if I go and pick it up with my trailer, take it out there, mow, bring his lawnmower back, drop it off at his house. He wouldn't have to do anything other than let me use it. And I am pretty careful with stuff, so I would, I'd be good to it. And yeah. Dun, dun, dun. And a truck for dropping AC units on. Oh man, Scott. Yeah, so Scott is referring to when we were taking an air conditioner out of the peak of our barn, and the bolt that I was using to hold the rope broke, and this big 14,000 BTU window unit air conditioner literally knocked me off of the ladder on its way down to land not squarely in the back of my pickup truck. Oh. Anyway, yeah, and that hurt, but believe it or not, the AC unit actually still works. It's here in her house in town now, and it doesn't even make weird noises. It actually works really, really well. I was very surprised because it got kind of bent out of connoiter, and we got it we have a square opening where it used to be a window, but now it's just for the air conditioner, and that air conditioner happened to fit almost exactly, but we kind of had to bend it back a little bit to get it to fit into the hole, and once it was mounted, it doesn't make weird noises or anything. It's amazing. So yeah, and okay, I think I'm gonna call this one because I'm starting to really hurt. And hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry to cut it short and so sudden, but yeah, progressive maintenance, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna go get something to drink, get some water, maybe make a cup of tea, and just continue to rest a little bit. Start back on the work week tomorrow. And yeah, thanks, sir. I don't want to go, but I think that my coughing is just going to get worse. So thanks, everyone. Have a great day. And I will try to be around this week while I'm working, and we'll see how it goes. So have a good week, everyone. Thanks again. Sorry I'm